Hello and welcome to Emerald Financial Small Caps Watch. Today we're joined by Crowd Media CEO Dominic Carosa, who we caught up with earlier in the year to discuss changing trends in the e-commerce sector. He joins us today with plenty happening at Crowd Media over the past few months. Welcome, Dominic.
Thanks, Bronte. Glad to be here.
Dominic, last time we saw you, it was just after Crowd Media delivered some strong results for the 2020 financial year, where you were 1 year into a 3-year business transformation strategy. Did you want to give us a quick recap for investors that might be new to Crowd Media?
We're quite pleased with the FY 2020 results. We delivered an underlying EBITDA of just over 100K, which was a $2.8 million turnaround from the prior year. We also managed to reduce roughly $8 million of expenses in the business during this time. And we also launched a new division, our Crowd Direct division, that sells brands and products within the European market, leveraging our influencer network. We managed to generate revenue of just around 350K, mainly in the second half. And as we announced a number of months ago, we expect revenue for that division to be materially higher than the last financial year.
Since we last heard from you, Crowd has announced 2 more brand partnerships, but also an investment into Forever Holdings. Can you talk us through Crowd's rationale behind the investment and where you see it heading?
We believe that the future of influencer marketing is conversational commerce. And let me explain what I mean. Right now, if you're an influencer, you will make a post, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat. You will then have your audience come back to you and ask you questions. It's highly unlikely that you'll actually be able to respond to some or all of those particular questions. And so the technology that we are building as well as investing into, and I'll talk more about the Forever Holdings investment, in our view will allow for one-to-one conversations between the influencers and their followers. And so this is really using a combination of our own chatbot technology that the company has been building and working on and monetizing over the last 10 years, combined with the technology of the investment that we've just recently made in Forever Holdings, as well as a number of other corporate initiatives that we're currently undertaking. And what does this mean? So the best way to visualize this is a talking head. So you are able to then have a one-to-one conversation with an influencer. You're able to ask them questions. They're able to respond in real time. And then as part of that conversation, the influencer will be able to recommend products and services to you. And by way of example, I'm a Formula One fan. One of my favorite drivers is Lewis Hamilton. And so just imagine being able to have a one-to-one conversation. I can ask Lewis, how'd you go last weekend? I know you won. How'd you find it? What kind of tires were you running? And at the end of that one-to-one conversation, his avatar, his mini-me, as some people call it, will be able to make a recommendation, say, hey, Dom, I've got a 50 limited edition signed T-shirts. Can I put your name down for one? And what am I going to do? I'm going to put my name down for one. So that's really, in our view, where the future of e-commerce will go, which is really an extension of influencer marketing. You'll see on the screen some footage of this technology in action. It's being used at the Holocaust Museum in Germany, where students can interact with visual projections of Holocaust survivors, whereby you'll see them actually answering questions in real time that the students have. And so it's really combining this technology, which is the Forever Holdings underlying tech that we've invested into. And just imagine when we combine that with Crowd's AI chatbot technology, in my view, the possibilities are endless.
That all sounds really exciting, Dominic, and I'm sure investors will be watching your tech and AI developments over the next year. Looking at the retail sector, which traditionally performed very well in the next few months, is Crowd expecting a busier period for Crowd Direct in the lead up to Christmas?
We've seen with the advent of COVID a significant increase in the number of e-commerce purchases. And really, it doesn't take a genius to work out that this is a sector that will only continue to grow as people stay home, watch Netflix, order Uber Eats, and basically shop online. And so many e-commerce sites have actually seen significant growth in this space. And what I think COVID has done in a positive way, not that I think COVID is in any way positive, if it's accelerated people's acceptance of e-commerce and shopping online. It's now becoming the norm. And so here at Crowd, our core market is the European market. There are roughly 500 million Europeans across Europe. Just within our office, we speak over a dozen different languages, and we really see this as a growth opportunity. And when you combine that with our conversational commerce capabilities, which we'll be showcasing very, very soon, I really think that there's significant blue sky opportunity for the whole e-commerce sector, including Crowd.
Thanks, Dom. I have seen a few of the beauty products that Crowd markets online, and I would be very happy receiving them as Christmas gifts, as I'm sure most women would be. Anyway, thank you very much for your time today, Dom, and we look forward to hearing more about your social commerce and AI developments in the future.
Thanks for having me, Bronte, and if you flick me across your details, I'll make sure that I send you across some product. Thank you.